We will now continue with properties of our pie chart. First, I will turn on this property display percent. In this case, we have percents instead of values, and total of all of these percents is 100%. I will turn off this property. Then we can also turn off showing labels. So if I disable this property, in that case we wouldn't have our labels. I will turn this on. Then we can show for labels, we can show value, or we can show segment name. So we would see our years, or we can show both of them. If we select both, then we see both year and both the value. Then we can change the font. If I click here, we have a familiar dialog where we can change font, weight, style, size, and so on. Then we can change color of our font. We can, for example, change our font to red color. I will click on OK, and now our labels are red. Then we can change location of our labels. They could be as a callout, they could be center, they could be outside, but I will just leave them as center horizontal. Then we can turn on this contrast label color. Now, this means that Cognos will decide what will be the color of these labels, and Cognos will choose a color that will provide biggest contrast. So I will turn this on, and Cognos decided that our labels should be of a font that is of black color. And also we can turn on shadow, but I will turn off this property. In properties pane here below, we have properties for legend. Now legend is this area at the top, and first we can disable our legend. If we click here, there will be no more our legend. I will turn this on. Then between our legend and a chart, we have this divider, this line that is divider, and we can turn this divider off. So if I click here, now I don't have that divider. I will leave it turned on. Then we can change background color of our legend. If I click here, I can change it, for example, to yellow. And this is now the color of our legend. Then legend size. I will change this number to, let's say, 50%. And we will immediately see what will happen. But we can now use our divider line to change this back. And again, we will have our size of 8%. Then we can change a legend position. It could be, for example, at bottom, it could be to the left, to the right, and so on, but I will leave it as just default. So then we have a legend alignment. It could be at the start, at the center, or at the end of this area for legend. Then we can change legend font. We use this regular dialog. We can change color of our legend. For example, I will use a red font. Then we can turn visibility of our legend title off. And our title is this text here. So I can turn this off. Now we don't have that title. I will leave it as turned on. Then we can change font for our title. We can change the color. I will change this color, for example, to green. Then we can change width of our items, and these are the items, these years here. So if I change this, for example, to some small value, let's say 20 pixels, in that case, you see we don't have enough space to show all of the values, so I will just turn this option off. And at the end, we can change shape of this swatch symbol. Currently, this is diamond, but I can change it to something else. I can change, for example, to circle, to donut, or something else. Here at the bottom of our properties pane, we have these two properties, background color and elements background color. And these two properties are almost the same for pie chart. I will change this background color, let's say, to this light blue. And we can see that color of our background is changed. But we can also achieve almost the same thing if we change elements background color. If we change this, for example, to this maroon color, okay. In this case, background will also again change color, but we can see that we have a little bit of this light blue on the edges. Then we have this property responsive. Now, responsiveness is important if we have a small display. If we are looking at this chart on our phone, then everything on this chart will become really small. But Cognos could adapt to that situation, and he can do that by removing some elements. For example, it can remove legend, it can remove name of segment, and so on, so at least our numbers will be easily readable. Now I will select this right pane here, so I will click here, and here we don't have any important properties, but if I click on one of the columns, then we have a couple of useful properties. First, we can change format. If I go here and then on 3 dots, I can change formatting from number to percent. If I click on OK, now these here are not currency, it's not currency, but now this is our percentages. And I will change this back because this is not percentage, this is a number. And here we are using as aggregation, we are using total, but I will change that. I will go here to detail aggregation and I will change this to count. And now we have a smaller number because this is a count and not a total. But I will change this back to total. Besides these modern charts, we can also use classic charts. I will drag this visualization here, but this time I will select this set charts, and from here I will select pie chart. So when you click on OK, we'll get our new chart, and from the usage point, they are similar. We have this pane on the right side where we have to drag our columns. We also have different properties, so they are quite similar to modern charts.